Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 18.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's a heat. It's complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Gets loose in the middle. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Craver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Sprinting away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Punts it out of the air. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play-action fake. Makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Manning. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Got a man. It's Wingo. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This drive facing a little adversity on second and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. Brings into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. And back to the air on second down. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Hand off to the single back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That's caught. It's Wingo. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll keep it himself. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls out.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a...
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moss. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield. It's Concepcion. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Aggies are flying down the field. To throw, it's Reed. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here lately.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Flying out to the left. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film. They're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams rely on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will put toe to leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Back to pass, it's back. Throws for the tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Daniels. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Looking to throw, it's back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marion. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On play action on first down. Now adjusting. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Wingo. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The sure hands, it's Moore.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making the...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Trying to set up the screen. Slithers into space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field, and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the run, it's Fletcher. Got enough for the 1st. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Canes line it up with a first and goal. Touchdown, Miami! Fit it in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Miami, 21, Texas, 7.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Timeout.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. This one's complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. And that'll do it here in the 2nd quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions. And they come out on the 1st drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Makes the catch. It's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
To the air, it's back. Skips away from pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Canes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll feel the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's back. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Trucks through the defender. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lets it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Plows through the defense. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running into the open space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Looking for a man. It's back. It's complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got him. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets to 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some...
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 0.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he brokered the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on third down. Stepping to the right. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.